BTS News Today.it is common knowledge that fans of BTS ARMY are always looking forward to any news from their members, especially at times when they are undergoing military service. Over the past few years, news about the activities of BTS personnel in the military has become a hot topic that has never been quiet discussed. However, this time the entire Weverse platform was in complete uproar. An hour ago, a rare moment that had never been imagined was finally revealed. Jimin and Jungkook, two BTS members who are always in the spotlight, appeared together in an emotional and surprising moment after completing their military service. The moment recorded and uploaded on Weverse was instantly the center of attention. Thousands of comments flooded the post, as if the whole world had stopped for a moment to witness this rare miracle. No one expected that the meeting between Jimin and Jungkook after the military would bring such a wave of deep feelings, which were felt not only by the two of them, but also by the entire army who watched from behind the scenes. What really happened in that rare moment? How do Jimin and Jungkook feel after so many years of hard work, both on stage and in the military? It all started when news of Jungkook's release from military service began to circulate. Jungkook, Magne, who has always been known for his enthusiasm and bright smile, has completed his service with full dedication. Many are already looking forward to the moment of his return. However, what makes this moment even more special is the fact that Jimin, who has also completed his military service, has secretly planned a special meeting. The army did not know of this plan in advance. No leaks, no signs. Everything went so secretly that finally, in one upload on Weverse, everyone fell silent in amazement. In the several-minute video, Jimin appears standing at the gate of the military headquarters, waiting for someone nervously. He wore casual clothes, a mask that covered half of his face, and a simple hat. But from the look in his eyes, it was clear that he was holding back an almost explosive emotional outburst. Soon, a long-awaited figure appeared from behind the iron fence. Jungkook, with firm steps but teary eyes, walked towards Jimin. That moment seemed to stop time. Two friends who have been through so much together are now reunited in the outside world after completing their duty to the country. As the distance between them grew closer, Jimin without hesitation stepped quickly and hugged Jungkook tightly. Not a word was said in the first few seconds. Just such a tight hug, as if they wanted to make sure that all this was real, that both had really returned. A slow sob sounded. Jimin tried to hold back his tears, but the emotions that had been held back for too long finally spilled out as well. Jungkook returned the hug with the same force. He patted Jimin's back slowly, as if trying to calm his friend, even though he himself was struggling with a stifling feeling of emotion. The video captures the authenticity of the moment without a script, without engineering. They are two best friends who are finally reunited after facing the rigors of the military world. Jungkook let go of his embrace for a moment, looking at Jimin with his eyes still wet. "I'm back," he said softly, but meaningfully. Jimin nodded, trying to smile even though his face was still decorated with tears. "You've worked hard, Jungkook," Jimin replied, his voice trembling but full of pride. The moment became even more emotional when Jimin took out a small box from his pocket. Jungkook looked surprised, not expecting that Jimin had prepared something. Apparently, inside the small box was the exact same friendship bracelet they had worn while still active with BTS. "I kept this for you. I promise I will wear it again when we are together," said Jimin. Jungkook smiled broadly, his eyes sparkling with happiness, then immediately put the bracelet on his wrist. A small moment is simple, yet so deep in meaning. The bracelet seemed to be a symbol of an unbroken bond, although distance and time had separated them. The video also shows how the two walk hand in hand leaving the base, occasionally laughing a little while having a light conversation. They talk about things that may seem trivial to others, such as the food they miss, the places they want to visit together, to the plans for the future that they slowly begin to reassemble. However, behind that simple conversation, there is a longing that they have been holding on to. Jimin and Jungkook seem to be treating wounds that had gaped during the military, wounds from rarely meeting, wounds from having to postpone many things, and wounds from having to refrain from the world that has been a part of their lives. Weverse immediately exploded with the reaction of the army around the world. Hashtags related to that moment immediately topped the trending topic. Many wrote how they also cried watching Jimin and Jungkook's meeting. Some say that this is the most beautiful gift after a long wait. There are also those who write hope that BTS will soon gather completely and again share happiness with their fans. But behind the excitement, there is a long story that many people may not know. As it turned out, during Jungkook's military service, Jimin often sent letters and tacit support for him. Jungkook once said in an interview before leaving for the army that he felt calm because he knew Jimin always gave him strength. Jimin himself, although rarely indulging his feelings in public, has often slipped messages for Jungkook in several broadcasts. They share power in a way that many may not realize, but it means so much to both of them. Not only that, Jimin also visited Jungkook's military headquarters several times secretly, just to make sure that his best friend was in good condition. Although he could not meet in person due to strict regulations, Jimin's presence around the base area gave Jungkook a sense of warmth. This was revealed from a snippet of the conversation in a video on Weverse, when Jungkook said, "I know you come here a lot. They say there is someone who always stands at a distance. I know it must be you." Jimin just smiled as he patted Jungkook on the shoulder, as if to say that it was a small thing he did as a friend. For Jimin, making sure that Jungkook doesn't feel alone is a must. Their friendship has been going on for too long. It has gone through various storms, and nothing can break that bond. Along with this viral moment, many Korean and international media also covered the news. The journalists praised the warmth of Jimin and Jungkook's friendship that was able to touch the hearts of anyone who saw him. They highlight how the relationship between BTS members is not just a working relationship, but a family that genuinely cares for and loves each other. This is not just a story about two people who met after the military. This is a story about loyalty, about a promise that was never broken, and about a longing that finally found its harbor. Multiple sources in the entertainment industry revealed that after the meeting, Jimin and Jungkook will spend a few days together before they return to attend to each other's individual schedules. They plan to take a vacation to a place they have always dreamed of. The place became a symbol of their new freedom after a long time living a life with strict rules. They want to enjoy time together, without distractions, without the camera's spotlight, just as Jimin and Jungkook, two best friends, finally get back to laughing. This rare moment also gave rise to great expectations from the army. Many are wondering when BTS will return to perform together as a full-fledged group. Although some members are still in service, this moment seems to be a new beginning. This moment is a signal that one by one they will return, bringing new passion, bringing new stories, and ready to share even greater happiness with their fans around the world. Behind all this euphoria, the single most valuable thing is the message Jimin and Jungkook unknowingly convey about the importance of keeping promises, about the power of friendship, and about timeless loyalty. They show that while they must be separated by distance and time, when hearts are connected, nothing is truly separate.